This is Dr. Billstrom coming to you right after the 27th Annual International Congress of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine. And I'm coming to you from the airport this time. Now I want to talk about a great lecture, Dr. James Laval, Innovations in Metabolism and Metaflammation. Now, if you ever get a chance to listen to Dr. Laval speak, he is wonderful. So, metaflammation is metabolic inflammation. And so, kind of the basics is you get stressed, cortisol goes up, you decrease blood flow to the gut. You eat poorly. What that creates is a mismatch of the good and bad bacteria in the gut. Intestinal microbiome is adversely affected. That creates increase in lipopolysaccharides, the very toxic coatings of bad bacteria. And this combination creates the leaky gut, the intestinal permeability disorder. These toxins flood into the bloodstream. Because a leaky gut creates a leaky blood-brain barrier, the brain has a barrier to protect itself from what goes on in the body, and this gets disrupted, and these toxins flood into the brain, adversely affect the microglia in the brain, and then the microglia dysfunction creates inflammation throughout the body. Now, one thing that happens when this metabolic inflammation, the metaflammation occurs, is that it downregulates receptor sensitivities. So for all your hormones, all your neurotransmitters, they cannot do their work because they cannot attach to the receptors. And that creates, for example, insulin resistance. You can't use your insulin to control your blood sugar, and then you create even more inflammation. Now, what might be a couple easy things to look for to know if you have this metaflammation? Well, if you have chronic health issues, you've got metaflammation. But let's say your heart rate is more than 62 when you first wake up in the morning, you have metaflammation. If you have a borderline blood pressure, you have metaflammation. If your blood sugar is in the mid-90s, you have metaflammation. Now, one thing Dr. Laval mentioned, and I talk about this all the time with my patients, for every 1 point your fasting blood sugar is above 84, you have a 6% chance of getting diabetes next 10 years. So if your blood sugar fasting is 94, still well within the range, your blood sugar is 94 fasting, you have a 60% chance of getting diabetes next 10 years, even though your blood sugar is well within the range. Have a lovely day.